Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dilboy Stadium here in Somerville, Massachusetts, as the Boston Breakers take on FC Kansas City today. I'm Anthony Vitale, filling in for Scott Sudikoff, here with Maddie Sadler. Let's meet the third member of our broadcast team, Alex Sims. Alex?
Anthony and Maddie, although the Boston Breakers are out of the playoffs, they're still looking for that win tonight here at home to finish off that season strong. Now, a Breakers win could cause some implications for FC Kansas City, and here's Maddie to tell you why.
Thank you, Alex. Although Boston has been eliminated from the playoffs, they can still play spoiler today. FC Kansas City can clinch home field advantage with a win today, and that's what they're looking to do here at Dilboy Stadium. Boston obviously wants to come out and win the last home game. They want to win in front of their home fans, and they want to spoil it for FC Kansas City, so that's what they're going to be doing here today. That is their motivation to win this one. Last home game, they want to win it for their home fans.
Yes, FC Kansas City comes in today in first place at 11-4-5, while the Breakers are 7-7-6, and looking to end their home stretch on a good note here and hopefully take home a win the last game here at Dilboy Stadium.
Yeah, last game out, they took on Portland. They came back. They were down 1-0 early, but goals from Sanderson and Heather O'Reilly, fueled the Breakers to a victory there. They really finished that game strong, and they're looking to carry that momentum into this one. They have yet to score a goal against FC Kansas City. I talked to Kat Whitehill this morning, and she said, they haven't matched up quite very well against FC Kansas City this season. They're looking to get some points against the Blues. They're looking to get a result against the Blues. They don't want to lose this last one at their home field. Last game at Dilboy Stadium, they want to go out on top.
Yes, they do. Now they'll have this game today and then one more next week, and that'll end the season for the Breakers here. So let's go over the starting lineups. For FC, here are the starting lineups brought to you by TCG Network Services. For FC Kansas City, in the backfield, we have Lauren Sesselman, Becky Sauerbrunn, Merritt Mathias, and Leanne Robinson. In the midfield, we have Jen Buskowski, Teresa Noyola, Desiree Scott, and Christy Mewis from Massachusetts. And up front, we have Erica Timrak and Lauren Holiday. Playing keeper for the Blues today will be Nicole Barnhart. And on to the Breakers. In the backfield, we have Julie King, Kat Whitehill, Kia McNeil, and Jasmine Avant. In the midfield is Heather O'Reilly, Joanna Lohman, Carolina Moscato. And up front is Leanne Sanderson, Cindy LaRue, and Kaya Simon. And net today for the Breakers is Alyssa Nair.
And you see Carmelina Moscato getting her first start today. It's great to see her. She's made a couple appearances for Boston. We saw her in that last game, and she's getting the start today. Rianne Wilkinson has been playing in that midfield, but Carmelina Moscato is going to add a more defensive presence in the midfield, and that'll be great because Lauren Holiday and Erica Timrak have been playing very, very well together, and it's going to be a key for Boston to try and contain those two offensively. And also, one thing that FC Kansas City does do very well is they do push their outside backs forward, so it's going to be important for Boston to have that extra defensive presence of Moscato, have Lohman in the holding midfield position to hold back and try and have extra men protecting against those outside backs of FC Kansas City.
All right, now we'll take a break for the starting lineups on the field and for the national anthem. Stay with us.
And now the starting lineups first for FC Kansas City. On defense, number 4, Becky Sauerbrunn. At midfield, number 6, Jen Buskowski.
I better get a lot of what I'm looking for.
On defense, number 9, Merritt Mathias. At midfield, number 10, Teresa Noyola. At midfield, number 11, Desiree Scott. At forward, number 12, Lauren Holiday. On defense, number 13, Leanne Robinson. On defense, number 14, Lauren Sesselman. At midfield, number 15, Erica Timrak. In goal, number 18, Nicole Barnhart. At midfield, number 19, please welcome back to Massachusetts, Christy Mewis. The head coach of FC Kansas City is Vlatko Andonovsky. Assistant coaches Hugh Williams and Goran Karadzoff. And now the starters for your Boston Breakers. In goal, number 1, Alyssa Nick. At forward, number 2, Sydney Lee. On defense, number 4, Kat Whitehill. On defense, number 5, Jasmine Avant. On defense, number 8, Julie King. And midfield, number 9, Heather O'Reilly. At forward, number 10, Leanne Sanderson. And midfield, number 11, Joanna Loman. On defense, number 14, Kia McNeil. At forward, number 7, Kaya Simon. And on defense, number 19, Carmelina Moscato. The interim player coach for the Breakers is Kat Whitehill. Assistant coach, Tom Durkin. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay on your feet and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back. It is time for our injury report, brought to you by Sonosite, the official ultrasound of the Boston Breakers. Mariah Noguera for the Breakers is questionable in the game today. She has a shoulder injury she's been dealing with the past couple weeks, so she wasn't in the starting lineup. We will see if she comes in later in the game as a substitute. Melissa Henderson is questionable with a left knee contusion for FC Kansas City. Also, Nicole Barnhart was probable before the game with a neck contusion, but she was in the starting lineup. So it doesn't seem like that injury has affected her too much. And also for Boston, Bianca D'Agostino is out. She's been out for the entire season with an ACL injury.
Here's your game forecast for the day. A beautiful day in Somerville, Massachusetts. We have scattered clouds, temperature around 82 degrees, precipitation 10%. A little bit windy at 25 miles per hour, but should be a great game here today.
And one thing we wanted to note, you see Kat Whitehill, the captain and player coach for Boston. She had a special guest. She was walking out today before the game. Sarah Couture, who part of the Make-A-Wish, her wish from Make-A-Wish was to walk out at a Breakers game with Kat Whitehill, so that was set up by Kat's husband, and that's something that the Breakers were able to do and make her wish come true today.
Now, Maddie, last game here at Dilboy Stadium for the Breakers. What do you think they have to do to sort of keep up with FC Kansas City today and take home a win?
Well, obviously they really want to win. They've got a great crowd here. They're home fans. Stadium's packed. So they want to come out on top. They want to finish the season strong. They need to contain Lauren Holiday and Erica Timrack. And that's really going to be the key today, is to shut them down, to interrupt, their chemistry and not let them get a flow. Because once they get a flow, you see Those two are a really deadly combination. Lauren Holiday leads the league in goals with 12. She leads the league with assists in 9. And it's also important for Boston to counter that with a really strong attack. Sanderson's been playing really well lately. She's got 3 goals in the last 3 games and 5 on the season. She's, tied for second in assists. So look for her, LaRue, and Simon to, really strike and push and pressure this defense.
All right, players are on the field, and we're ready for kickoff here. As Lohman stands on with Leanne Sanderson, take the kickoff. Breakers are moving left to right across your broadcast screen. And the whistle blows and it's set. Ball hit back to the edge of the circle and played up front. Kansas City plays it along the left side and touches it back. An early possession start here for the Blues as they hold the ball in their backfield and cross it across field. Ball's played side to side in the defense and moved up the left sideline.
And you see Christy Mewis right there. She's Hanson, Massachusetts native, so she's got a lot of family and friends. She's looking to have a big game today in front of, the hometown. She's the hometown girl, locally went to Boston College, so and she's also an exciting player for the U.S. women's national team, so she's got a lot of people in the stands that came to see her play today.
And as we see play stopped here for a whistle, looks like it's going to be a throw-in for the Blues. Ball touched around the side by both teams and poked out by the Breakers. Kansas City throw. Another throw played down the sideline. And touched back by the Breakers, who try to start a play up front. Touch back to Sanderson, who's played across to Moscato. Moscato with open field, sends a long cross right past the defender, but the keeper's there to pick it up easily. Keeps it at her feet, actually, and plays it along the right side to a defender.
Yes, Sanderson thought LaRue was kind of pushing up with that run, and LaRue is really fast, but that kick was just too fast for LaRue to catch up to, and Barnhart easily got control of that one.
Ball played up high, and comes down to Lohman for a Breakers possession, played back. Ball across field to the first-time starter Moscato, who touches it back. Avant keeps it in play along that right sideline, and back to Nair. Nair pushes it up front to Sanderson, who touches it and puts it outside. And played back to the Breakers defense before pushing it up right back to Moscato. A little bit of a push here from Kansas City as they hold it and find a girl on the outside. She's looking to make a cross here. Holds it at the right corner and puts it in the middle, but cleared out by Moscato.
That was Matthias making that, sneaking along the outside. King was kind of coming to the center to add some support for her defense, and Matthias could go right around side. And also, for those of you watching along at home, use the hashtag BreakersTV to get in contact with us. Let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for, and anything like that, any comments you have, we'd love to hear from you.
All right, it'll be a Breakers throw here. Set in the middle and head it out right back to the thrower. And we'll set up and do that again. Throw played back. And a long push along the side. And we'll set up for another Boston Breakers throw-in.
It's also important for Boston today to really maintain possession, especially in their offensive zone. When I talked to Whitehill this morning, that's what she said one of the keys was to keep possession and, give their defense a break, especially with such a strong, fast offense that the Blues possess. It's really important for Boston not to turn it over in the midfield, in their offensive zone, and really finish their chances.
So this one's played with up front for the Breakers. Push back to Sanderson, who gives a lob right in the middle, but the keeper is there for an easy catch. Rolls it out to her defender. And Kansas City plays with it, approaching midfield. That ball is touched and out of play. Throw in along the side there, broken up by the Breakers. Ball right back to Kansas City. Kansas City's got space here. Touches the ball, but blocked by the breakers there. Nice play.
Yeah, McNeil stuck her leg out and was able to intercept that one. Great job for her.
Sanderson touches along the middle. We got a play developing on the right side as Avant touches it back to Moscato. A little miscommunication there, and Kansas City is off and running.
And luckily, Breakers defense was able to come up there because Moscato usually doesn't make mistakes like that. She doesn't turn the ball over in the midfield, and the miscommunication, she's talking to Avant right now just to make sure the two of them are on the same page.
Kansas City playing it along that back end of the circle for them and pushes it out wide with space. Nice move, and she speeds past her. Dumps the ball right to the corner. Gets there and puts it in front of the net, but out of play. Goal kick for the Breakers here. Now, Maddie, you talked about that speed earlier, and it looks like they're starting to show it there with that last play.
Yeah, and you know, Boston does possess two very speedy defenders on the outside with King and Avant, and it's important for, you know, McNeil and Whitehill and the four defenders in the back to really be on the same page and to communicate with their midfield as well, especially when Kansas City is pushing up.
This ball finds its way back on Kansas City's end and played by the Breakers here at midfield. Long pass over to Jasmine Avant. Touches it and holds it at her right side. Tries to put across the middle, but blocked by Kansas City.
And we'd like to say hello to Sion Wiley, who's watching the game in England, rooting for Boston.
Play developing for Kansas City as they play within the left side. Touch back to Noyola, who crosses it in the middle, but cleared out by the Breakers of Fedman, and Lohman touches it with her head and hits it off to Sanderson.
Noyola had a lot of space right there, so the Breakers can't give her a lot of time because she was able to get that cross off. And had there been a Kansas City player on that far post, that could have been a chance.
Play progresses to the left side of the field for the Breakers, but it's touched out of play. FC Kansas City throw. Touched by Kansas City in their own end and played towards the middle. Wide open space on the left side for Kansas City. Approached by Moscato and touches it right past her.
That was a good idea by Kansas City to switch fields really quickly because Boston didn't have anyone on their end.
A long cross that is being chased down, but too hard, out of play. Breakers goal kick.
Soccer fans, please join us in welcoming our
And early in this game, you know, both of the teams are trying to feel each other out. This is the third time they've played each other, but for FC Kansas City, this is their first time playing here in Boston.
Nair puts that goal kick near half field and headed by one of the Kansas City players and played along that left side for Kansas City. Timrak touches it in the middle, but again, cleared out by the Breakers. Kaya Simon tries to chase that down, but the ball is played back to the Kansas City keeper. Touch to the outside. And touch back. Kansas City seems to like to move the ball in their backfield a bit. They've sort of done that here and there. Ooh. Moscato punches that out of play.
Well, they're just trying to slow the game down. They want to, you know, play their style. They want to play to their strategy. They don't want Boston to get comfortable. So they slow it down, wait for their players to develop, wait for, you know, players to make the runs they want and get the right balls. And that's why Kansas City has been so successful this year. They're not forcing anything. They're waiting for the action.
All right, whistle blown there as Mewis will take this free kick. Touches it softly. And that ball sent to the corner. Nice little touch back and a cross, but cleared out of play by the Breakers.
Yeah, and that was Leanne Robinson that was trying to get to that far post run. She didn't get there, but Boston got the last touch on it. So here's a corner kick opportunity for Kansas City. Let's see how Boston lines up to defend this one.
First corner of the game is going to be taken by Kirsty Mewis. Massachusetts native here. Ball's put in the middle and low, but cleared out by Lohman. And Mewis will set up for another throw. Gives that off to Jen Buskowski. And again, touch out of play for another throw-in. Ball in the middle. Over to Leanne Robinson, who touches it back in the middle. And cleared out of play there by the Breakers.
And we'd like to say hello to Grant Evans, who is watching using the hashtag BreakersTV. Says good luck to Maddie Evans, his sister. So we'll see if Maddie Evans comes in the game later as a substitute.
Ball collected by Timrek, who tries to go through 3 defenders and puts it on net. But a great save there by Alyssa Nair.
That was a great job by Timrek to get around. She had 2 Breakers defenders working on her, and she easily got around them. She's got a great offensive skill, good chemistry with Lauren Holiday, 6 goals, 3 assists this season, so she's someone that Boston cannot take lightly.
That's right, as Kaya Simon wins that ball and touches it forward. Little rundown there for the Breakers, but knocked out of play by Becky Sauerbrunn. Now the ball's played in that left corner and touched back. And that is headed out of play. It'll be a Breakers throw.
So now Boston will move their offense up. They got to slow this down, keep possession, and not give up the ball, and wait for Kansas City to make a mistake.
That ball back to LaRue, who holds it from Moscato and pushes it. But again, cleared out of play. That ball fouls down to Teresa Nolola, who holds it and makes a run down the left side. She finds Erica Timrak, and the ball is now on the right side. Approaching the Breakers' end here. Ball's touched and sent out to the corner. The ball's touched and out of play though. Breakers.
The Boston Breakers would like to acknowledge the following groups.
And now we'll go down to Alex for an Alex Morgan update.
Youth Soccer. Medford Youth Soccer.
Anthony and Maddie, just want to give you a quick update on those of you who were not aware of Alex Morgan's injury. We, of course, saw it here first live. It's made national news since that injury. It's made ESPN, Sports Illustrated, Fox Sports. I just want to give you a quick update on that. She does have an MCL sprain, and she is going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks now. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, we saw that injury here, and they did take her off on a stretcher for precautionary measures, but she is fine. You know, 2 to 4 weeks is better than it being, you know, a longer period of time. So
That ball headed out of play. Breakers want it, and they get it. Avant throws it in. Scotto touches it out there, finds Sydney LaRue, who pokes it in the middle, but cleared out. And back to the keeper by Sesselman.
yeah, Sid didn't get the best first touch on it. She needed to control that one down her own feet and make the run down the side because she has that speed that she could have boosted past the defense, but Boston still maintained possession, so.
Let's see what Avant does here with the throw. She looks back to Moscato, but changes her mind. Sanderson touches it. Ball's in the middle and poked out of play. I'm sorry, not out of play, but towards the middle, and that ball is shot and out of play.
That was Whitehill that came all the way up to get that one. You know, she's kind of the fire back there. She's a player, she's a coach, she's a leader.
Barnhart will take this goal kick for Kansas City. Punches it to about half field. That'll bounce and be collected by Kansas City as they move up the right sideline. Nice little play. Get some speed past there. Puts it in the middle for Holiday. And right back to Timrak. Poked out of play for a Breakers goal kick.
Kansas City was trying to quickly catch Boston in transition, but their defense got back very quick, and that's good. That's what they need to do. An easy stop there.
Nair sets up for the kick. Ball was played with towards that midfield line, and looks like Kansas City has a little speed going there, but knocked out of play for a Breakers throw. Long throw collected by Sanderson, who touches it outside. Nice little creative play, but doesn't work. King will set up for the throw here. In touch, but collected by Timrak. Pushes up front for Noyola. Has a little bit of space, but it's broken up. Although the ball finds right to the foot of Kirsty Mewis, who tries to cross it in the middle, but saved by Nair.
Yeah, Mewis sent that pass right to Nair, and Noyola was making that run, but she couldn't get to the ball fast enough.
Kat Whitehill holds and gives it off right there to McNeil. Back to Whitehill. Her and McNeil exchanges some passes here. As McNeil touches it up to Avant. Moscato doesn't get a good touch on it, pokes that out of play. Timrak collects it. And back to Mewis. Oh, but broken up by the Breakers, but again, possession collected by Kansas City.
And those turnovers, you know, Boston can't keep doing that because that just tires out Breakers' defense. That just gives FC Kansas City more opportunities. And with Kansas City playing the way it has, playing the way they have all season long, you really can't give up chances like that.
Well, let's that go out of bounds, but to her fault because it's a Breakers throw here. Avant sets up. A long throw to Sanderson, who collects it, tries to touch it, and fights for the ball there in a little scrum, but Jen Buskowski gets it and passes it back.
Yeah, Sanderson had 3 defenders on her, and there wasn't much she could do with that one.
Kirsty Mewis with the throw, but headed away. Kansas City recollects, plays it at midfield. It's Jen Buskowski who passes it back to Sesselman. Pushing it up front. Ooh, and a ball right off the face of Sanderson. She seems to go down there and plays dead.
Yeah, you never want to get hit in the face with a soccer ball, and it kind of just shocks you, takes it out of you, and you don't want to see Sanderson go down, especially. She's been playing great lately. She's such a tough player, so, you know, seeing her go down like that is a little scary, but she's up. Training staff is looking at her. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. You do have to be, you know, careful with concussions and stuff these days, but she's walking off on her own power, and we'll see if she gets back in this game.
From the looks of it, looks like she'll stay in the game, but has to step off for a moment. Now let's go to a replay here. So you see the ball going up front, deflected right into her face. No time for her to react there. All right, play continues. Mewis frustrated as that ball goes right to Alyssa Nair.
Mewis kind of seems like is trying to force it a little bit. Obviously, she wants to have a great game, a big game in front of her home crowd, but she needs to settle down and play her style, not try and force things, because that's not the way she plays, and that's not how you are successful.
Moscato collects that ball. Finds a girl right in front. Plays with it a little bit and gives it right back to Lohman. Back to Moscato. Played back to Avant, who touches it up front. Nice little idea there by Kaya Simon.
Yeah, Mewis got in the way of that one and intercepted it. And Boston kept possession in this near corner right here, but no one was really making a run central or towards goal, so there wasn't a chance for them to get a score.
And that ball gets pushed right out of play, and it'll be a goal kick here.
The Boston Breakers would like to wish a very happy birthday to Samantha and Michaela Agresti.
Barnhart sets up for the goal kick.
And Victoria Gleason and Ronnie Bettencourt. Happy birthday from the Breakers.
Puts this one in the air towards midfield. Headed away. Moscato fights for it from the midfield there. Headers back and forth, and Sanderson has the ball. Nice ball on the ground there to Avant, who holds on. 2 girls on her back. And tries to put it up front, but collected. US boots it up front, but collected by the Breakers. That ball finds its way all the way back to Sesselman. Right over the leg of the Breaker to Mewis here, who take it on the left side. Finds Noyola.
Mewis started making that run down the near sideline, but stopped, and her teammate kind of thought she was going to continue going, so that's why it was an easy interception right there for McNeil.
This ball is played deep at the end, and Lohman collects the, sorry, not Lohman. Simon collects the ball and seems to be tripped up there. Ref doesn't blow her whistle.
Again, you can get in contact with the broadcast using the hashtag BreakersTV. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and any comments or questions for us. We'd love to hear them. So using that hashtag BreakersTV.
Brewer dribbles this up the left side. Pokes it through, hoping to find her teammate, but picked up right there by Barnhart. This ball is rolled over to the side to Sesselman. Buskowski touches it over. A long ball played out there on the right side. Sanderson collects the ball and dribbles down the left side a little bit. Gets contested there and still has possession. As that ball is played back to the Breakers' end and right over to Kia McNeil. Touches it to Avant. Gives it back and tries to find Moscato, but Moscato couldn't read that run there. Touched by McNeil, plays it back to the keeper. Pokes it out free.
Yeah, Holiday was giving taste to that one, so Nair really had to sprint for that. Obviously, you don't want to give Lauren Holiday any easy chances.
Timrick knocked off the ball there. Ref says play on.
Avant really went right into Timrick. It was all ball, though, so no foul call. The refs let him play.
Avant crosses in the middle, but broken up. The bounce goes right to Noyola. Ball goes to Buskowski, who dishes it off. Let's take a replay there. As you can see, she collects the ball and knocked down. Questionable call, seems to have gone on the ground hard there. Looking to play the ball on the right side, but broken up. And a shot way over the net.
Yeah, and that was Heather O'Reilly that tried to make that clear. You don't want to clear the ball a low, easy clear to the middle of the field. That's, you know, how you give FC Kansas City an easy chance, and O'Reilly doesn't usually make those mistakes. So, you know, she did get to the ball, and I think she had a player right on her. She frantically kicked it away, kicked it towards the middle, and that's not what you want to do in that situation.
Avant collects it. But again, another turnover for Avant, but oh! Sanderson gets the ball on the right and brings it on the right side, finds a girl in the middle. That play is broken up.
There's been a lot of miscommunication so far today on the Breakers offensively. Once they get the ball into their offensive front, they aren't able to read each other's runs.
So it's promising for the Breakers as LaRue dribbles it down the right side fast, puts it in the middle. A shot and touched it. Saved by Barnhart.
And Sanderson was right there, right in the middle. That was a great chance, a great run by LaRue. You saw that speed that she has down the side. You know, that's the first opportunity Boston has had all game. So let's see if we can get a replay of that one right here.
So you can see the ball is played towards the middle. Touch, and that's where LaRue really takes it down this right side and gets that nice cross in. Touch, but a good save.
Yeah, it was actually Simon that had the shot right there. So she was in the right place. She just wasn't able to get her body around and get a really strong shot on it.
Sesselman touches it. Sanderson wins another little scrummy fight there, goes down. Puskowski plays it over at Timrack. Almost knocked off the ball there, but keeps her composure. Ewis plays it on this left side. A little nudge in the back, but she keeps going. Pushes it in the middle, but broken up. Ball played wide here for Kansas City. It's won by one girl in defense. Little opportunity here, but the ref calls offsides.
Yeah, and Leanne Robinson was on that far side, but she was a couple steps behind Julie King. An easy call for the refs to make offsides.
So Nayer's going to take this kick. Little scrappy fight there. Seems like every ball that's scrappily won is by Sanderson there. Although Kansas City's making a push here. Little fake and touches it outside to Noyola. Holds it. Tries to play it back, but nice block there by Avant. Giving it back to Kirsty Mewis. Mewis touches it a little bit too hard.
And you see defensively, you know, Noyola got that quick run up, but she didn't have her team on the same pace with her, so she was the only one up there. By the time she waited for her team to catch up, Boston had already dropped back as well, so they had the numbers to defend that one really easily, and Nair easily gets to that one. FC Kansas City doesn't get a good chance.
Again, Sanderson right in the middle of things there. Tries to touch it over people's heads, but collected and headed back to Barnhart. Ball's crossed here to the left side. Scotto touches it. Her and Mewis there go back and forth, but it's just back to Avant. Gives it to Lohman. Find Moscato. A long cross there. Headed away by Cecil.
Yeah, and Simon was making that run.
Nice little shot there, but saved by Barnhart.
Barnhart's second save of the game unofficially.
Looked like that took her by surprise. She kind of had to quickly go and collect that.
Well, we've seen Boston the past couple games have really worked on taking shots from further out instead of pushing and getting the near shot. They've really looked to catch the keeper off guard and taking shots from the 18 or even beyond that.
This ball is collected and won by the Breakers. Or rotated by the defense. And back to Nair. Nair sends it up front. Couple headers by Lohman there. Dish back to Mewis.
One thing Boston is doing today is they're giving FC Kansas City, the defenders, a lot of time back there. And that's not something, you know, necessarily you want to do, giving FC Kansas City time to set up and have their offense make their runs.
Lohman gets out of midfield and pushes it up. That ball go out of play for a Breakers throw. Sauerbrunn plays it and pushes it up front in the air. But that ball bounced out of play for a Breakers throw. Ball's pushed outside from Ewis. Touches and turns back. Couple good touches here by Kansas City. Timrack makes a nice move and dribbles through the defense.
And Timrack is so fast. You just saw her split the defenders with ease right there.
But broken up by the breakers here, pushes it outside. Moscato sends this one deep. Looking for Heather O'Reilly, but it's broken up, and that ball will fall. Now we're going to throw it down to Alex with the Kat Whitehill comment about the breakers.
Head coach Kat Whitehill said in a statement, quote, "It's heartbreaking." Yeah, guys, early on this week, recently appointed head coach Kat Whitehill said in a statement, quote, "It's heartbreaking to know that, you know, we're now out of the playoffs after picking up the first win as head coach, and now we're just going into it for undefeated rest of the season. We'll come out really hard. We still have something to prove. Playing really good soccer right now, and I'm really proud of us all." Anthony, Maddie, back up to you guys.
All right, we see a header right in front of the box. That corner kick taken by Heather O'Reilly. A nice play there for the breakers, a good chance.
Yeah, and O'Reilly, you know, sent that right to the head of Simon, so that was a great chance. Barnhart just happened to be in the right place to make that save. But those offensive chances, Boston needs to keep, you know, pushing, keep getting those, and they need to finish.
This ball again played on the left side for Kansas City. She touches it up, finds her girl running there, Noella. But breakers collect it and put it out towards the front. Moscato gets it. O'Reilly making a run, but can't find her. Touches it back to Avant, who will give it back to the goalie, and the breakers reset here. Breakers throw. As Julie King takes the throw. Looks like it's going to be Breakers' ball here.
And here we go. We'll see Boston push up. They'll, you know, bring a lot of people up. Whitehill is so skilled at taking these kicks, so let's see what they can do.
O'Reilly minding the offsides here on the right side, holding that line right behind her defender. Looks like she'll swap places with Julie King for now. This ball is sent in, but nice save, jumping save by Barnhart. Quickly rolls it out to the outside.
And that was a good kick by Whitehill. She sent it, you know, right to that central area. Fortunately for Kansas City, Barnhart was right there to make that catch.
Ball played in the middle to Timrack, who sends it out the outside and finds a streaking player, but can't collect it, and it'll be Breakers' throw.
Breakers fans, the Ocean Spring line of juices has just 5 real calories and big bold flavors to help you stay healthy and fit this summer.
O'Reilly touches it back.
Beat the heat with a cold glass of refreshing Ocean Spray Diet Grant Lemonade or Diet Green Cherry.
Little miscommunication there. I think the defense thought Nair was coming up to get that one, but, you know, luckily FC Kansas City didn't push or pressure, and McNeil easily got that one out.
McNeil sends it up. Now Kansas City will sort of play with it there on the right side. He holds it and sends it over there to Kirsty Mewis, who has a lot of space there. Avant playing sort of back. Tries to speed by Avant, but Avant pokes it. Nice play there by Moscato. She rolls to the ground. Noyola holds it on the left side and touches it up there for Mewis. Mewis puts it in front of the net, right over the net and out of play.
Yeah, she had Moscato, barreling down right there, so Mewis needed to get it off quickly and wasn't able to turn her body around to get across. She had to settle for the shot, and fortunately for Boston, it went right over the net. Good job by Moscato to recover there and put pressure on Mewis.
We've sort of seen Mewis control this left side here. She goes all the way back to the 18, right up front in Breakers territory.
Yeah, she's a really skilled, midfielder. She's young. She's recently been put up to the U.S. senior team. She's got 6 caps with them, and she really is excited to be playing here in front of her family, in front of her friends.
Breakers hold the ball midfield. Sanderson touches it back to McNeil. McNeil looking for Avant. Who collects it and gives it to Moscato. The Breakers will cycle this through the defense and reset. Avant looking for a low touch there, sending it far up the sideline, but to no avail. This ball is played up, but again collected by Kansas City. Ooh, a nice little play to intercept that pass there. Played back. Breakers might have a chance here. Sanderson fakes it and rolls it in the middle there, but again, Barnhart is there for an easy save.
And Boston really, I think they want to wish they had that play back because they had the numbers. They had their offensive numbers right there because FC Kansas City had cleared out. LaRue did a great job to intercept that. Sanderson was trying to get the shot off, but she couldn't get control of the ball right there.
The ball finds its way to the right side there for Kansas City. And again, Mewis wide open there on the left side. She's got space and she'll take it. But again, Breakers defense holding strong and getting it out of there. Sanderson again intercepts the pass and pushes it forward. That ball being played there on the left side by the Breakers. The wide pass finds Avant. Ball collected and sent down to Noyola, who will try to speed pass it, deflects the pass, and Lohman gets it, and the Breakers will reset here as they pass it back to the keeper. Nair holds, searches for options, and sends it up front. Touchdown to Noyola. Holds and gives it outside. Mewis looking to do something there. Sends a long cross there on the right side. Let's see if this amounts to anything. Collected. Julie King there playing defense on her. And forces a bad cross in the middle. A nice slow roller there that Nair can easily grab.
And that was great defensively by Julie King. She's really improved this season. She's played 19 of the Breakers' 20 games. She started 19 of 20 games, so they've really given her a chance at the outside back, and she's really proved that she can play back there. And that was a great defensive stop for her to recover, get back, and clear that one out.
Susselman holds it on the outside. Looking for some help and gives it off towards the middle. Susselman making a run on the outside there. Looking for the pass. And she'll get it. Let's see if Kansas City will do something with this. That ball is poked out of play by the Breakers, and it'll be set up for a throw-in.
And that was Lauren Holiday. We haven't heard much from her today, but she is one of the best players in the league. She also did play for Boston in 2010 and 2011 when she was formerly Lauren Cheney. She got married in July, so. But she's been a really exciting player and a really great asset to the FC Kansas City team.
Kansas City will cycle it through their defense. And off to the right side. Dribbled up and sent through. Poked back. A long ball in the air there out the outside, but cannot catch up to it as Timrick. That'll be a Breakers throw. Levant searching for options. Finds Moscato, who lets it bounce and out of play. Looks like this will be a Kansas City throw-in. Levant doesn't really like the call there. Christy Lewis will take it.
Well, the ball never went in, so that's the turnover.
Flicked back, but Lohman gets that. Dishes it off to McNeil, who sends it far up. Couple bounces and collected there by Kansas City. Nice little turn and makes a move. Cross to the outside there, collected. Was looking for Holiday but couldn't find her. And the Breakers look to turn that around, but it's already intercepted by Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, the ball's bounced around a lot in this middle of the field. Neither team has really kept possession, maybe Kansas City more so, but both teams have really given up the ball in the middle of the field.
Sesselman holds us in the corner, looks to cross it, but a nice defensive play by Avant. And it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Breakers.
And as this first half is winding down, you know, Boston wants to go into the locker room with momentum. They need to get some more offensive chances. They really have only had one or two really good opportunities so far today. So they want to turn it around, get this crowd going, get everyone pumped up, and go into the locker room with some momentum on their side.
Holiday pushes outside and right back to Mewis. Mewis with some space, looking in the middle, sends a shot high above the net. That'll be another Breakers goal kick.
Breakers fans, grab your Breakers Nike t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and replica jerseys at the merchandise tent located in the stadium entrance.
Nair sends it up. Heather O'Reilly pokes it in the middle with her head. Ball collected though by Matthias. And a long cross here for Kansas City. Royla gets it, was tripped up there, ref will blow a whistle.
That's, you know, dangerous to give up a foul so close. Here's Kristen Mewis is going to take this kick, and for Boston, they're going to bring almost everybody back to defend this one.
The red spot here. It looks like Holiday will take this kick. She's got Mewis behind her. And like Maddie said, almost every Breaker is back here defending. We have a two-woman wall as the ref pushes them back a few steps. Ready for the kick. Sends it in, and nice, beautiful kick, but just high.
And that was a really beautiful kick. That's what Lauren Holiday is so dangerous. She's very strong. She has a great foot, and she really knows, you know, positioning, how to arc, how to take these shots. And that's why she's leading the league in goals this season. So luckily for Boston, that one just sailed just high.
We're going to go to replay here, taking a look at this kick by Holiday. As you can see, puts her arms out, sets. That ball just misses the crossbar.
And you know, Nair did jump up to get that one, but I don't know if that would have, you know, had it been on net. I think it might have sailed over Nair's head.
Breakers looking to strike back here. Avant with space on the outside, no one around her. Dumps that ball in there for Heather O'Reilly. That ball's out of play.
That was a great run by Heather O'Reilly. She split Buzzkowski and Christy Mewis right there and was able to get that one, get the corner kick. And here's another offensive chance for Boston, their second corner kick of the day. And we saw the first one. Kaya Simon got a shot off and, you know, almost scored a goal. So let's see what O'Reilly plans to do with this one.
O'Reilly sets up, and like we said earlier, Breakers had almost everyone back, and now Kansas City has almost everyone back to defend this one. O'Reilly puts it in the middle but can't really find anyone. Sanderson collects and tries to keep it in play. Bounces and it'll go for a throw-in for the Breakers. Ball played around that left corner there and out of play. Here Kansas City throw, she puts it in front. Collects, and just like this, Kansas City's making a run. Breakers sprinting back. Nice little move there by Noyola. Brings it in the middle, but cannot do anything as she's run down, and the ball's out of play for another Boston Breakers goal kick.
Yeah, King slowed her down, and then McNeil was able to, get the ball there and get the goal kick and force Noyola out of bounds. So, she did sprint up, catch the Breakers in transition, but the rest of the Kansas City team wasn't able to catch up with her.
We're going to have 1 minute of stoppage time here. Not too many out of play for the game so far, so 1 minute left in this half.
So, there's only going to be a handful of chances left for either team. So both of them want to go in the locker room with momentum. We'll see which team can do that.
This will be a throw for the Breakers. Sent far and high. Poked out. A little bit of scrappy play going on there. That ball bounced out of play. Breakers throw here. Saru looks, passes it back. And that'll do it for the half. Boston Breakers and FC Kansas City will go into the locker rooms tied 0-0.
And make sure you stay tuned at halftime for Alex Sims, who will be doing Fans in the Stands, interviewing Breakers fans here today. But for Anthony and I, we will take a break. It's halftime, the score is 0-0. And we'll be back with highlights and halftime stats in a little bit. Stay tuned.
That's what you just saw. That's O'Reilly.
I'm back with our first group of fans in the stands. I'm with this group from Econ United Soccer Club. Now, guys, what was your favorite part of the game so far?
I don't really have one.
No?
Sydney LaRue almost scoring.
Sydney LaRue, what about you?
When Sydney LaRue crossed it in, they almost scored.
Now, great hairstyle got there. What's your favorite Breakers player?
Sydney LaRue.
Sydney LaRue, what about you?
I can't really pronounce her name, but it's the goalie.
The goalie, Alyssa Nash. All right, predictions. What do you think the score is going to be by the end of the game?
10-0.
10-0. Yeah?
1-1.
All right, on count of three, say go Breakers, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Go Breakers!
We'll be right back with our next group of fans in the stands.
Breakers fans, please turn your attention to the field. The Boston Breakers would like to thank and honor our host families. Breakers host families are a crucial part of our organization and help make the players feel comfortable during their stay in Boston. At this time, we would like to present each host
Here with my
family
second group of
with a
fans in the
team
stands. Now,
signed
guys,
jersey
tell me what your favorite
and
part
a
of the first
small
half was.
token of our appreciation.
I really don't have a favorite.
No?
Bunch of excitement.
Bunch of excitement?
Probably when they made the save at the other end where she hit it over the top.
Now, what do you want to see for the second half of the game?
Goals being scored.
Goals. Who's your favorite Breakers player?
Thank you to Marty and Rosa Black.
Alyssa Nair.
Host
Ashley
family of
Phillips.
Joe
Joanne
Giordano.
Loman.
All right, on count of three, say go Breakers. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go Breakers!
We'll be right back with
host family of Jen LaPlante. Thank you to Helen Carpenter, host family of Kate Russell. Thank you to Lisa Green, host family for Maddie Evans. Thank you to Todd Easton, host family for Mariah Noguera. Thank you to Liz Kane, host family for Jasmine Avant. Thank you to Claire Massington, host family for Katie Scheffer. Thank you to Bruce Henderson, host family for Kate Howard. Thank you to Tori Stewart, host family for Rhiann Wilkinson. Thank you to Barbara St. John, host family for Cecilia Santiago. And thank you to Katie Sullivan, host family for Julie King. Accepting the jersey are Julie's parents, Julie and Kevin King. And finally, thank you to Polly and Mike McCabe, host family for Anissa Guajardo. Thank you, host families, for all you do. The players and organization are extremely thankful. At this time, we would also like to thank our game day volunteers. Again,
I'm back with my third group of fans in the stands. I'm with this group from Cranston, Rhode Island, the CLCF Soccer Club. Now, guys, what was your favorite part of the first half of the game?
Well, we liked how they worked the ball. They had good possession, and we want to see more shots, though. But yeah, I think that like the possession was really well and how they handled the ball, and they worked really well like under the pressure that they're like under right now.
What do you want to see for the second half of the game? Maybe some goals?
Yes.
What else do you think?
More goals.
More goals? What's your favorite Breakers player?
Cindy LaRue. Heather Riley. Cindy LaRue.
Now, predictions of the score of the final game.
It's pretty close, so I'm gonna say tie.
Tie?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be like a 1-goal game.
Maybe 2-1. All right, on count of 3, say go Breakers. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go Breakers!
The National Women's Soccer League is celebrating its inaugural season. Visit nwslsoccer.com for all your updated league information, team standings, and more. That's nwslsoccer.com. St. Elizabeth's Medical Center, a Stewart Family Hospital, is a proud sponsor and the official hospital of the Boston Breakers. Fans, be sure to follow @Nike Soccer on Twitter or visit NikeSoccer.com for all the latest news and information on Nike soccer products. Fans, have you tried the Boston Breakers' favorite line of juices? It's the Ocean Spray Light 50. With tasty flavors like cranberry pomegranate and cranberry Concord grape, they are packed with a full serving of fruit, no added sugar, and at just 50 calories, it helps the Breakers stay healthy and fit. Ocean Spray. Tastes good. Good for you. Ocean Spray is the official juice of the Boston Breakers. Cat Sports Performance Center is the official
I'm with my
performance
final
training
group of fans and
provider
stands
of
out.
the Boston
Guys,
Breakers.
how do you like the first half of the game so far?
Good.
Very entertaining.
Exciting. Yeah. What do you expect to see for the second half of the game?
Goals.
Yeah, better passing too. Who's your favorite Breakers player?
Cindy LaRue.
Cindy LaRue and Heather.
Yeah, Cindy LaRue. Predictions? What do you think the score is going to be at the end of the game?
I think it's gonna be 2-1 Breakers.
Since 1987, TCG
1-0 Breakers. All right, on the count of 3, go Breakers. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go Breakers!
Resource across New England. TCG has all the resources to handle your IT needs. Visit www.tcgns.com for more information. For over 30 years, Bertucci's has been handcrafted from the freshest ingredients, then baked by fire. With neighborhood favorites like the margarita, Sporky and Pasillo pizzas, to new exciting flavors like the spicy salami and balsamic barbecue shrimp and blue cheese. Your L.Y. Bertucci's gives you plenty of reason to cheer about the brick oven. Bertucci's, awesome since 1981. We Got Soccer is proud to partner with the Boston Breakers for their 2013 campaign. We Got Soccer is the nation's largest soccer specialty store and is your source for all your soccer needs. Visit our We Got Soccer flagship retail store in Foxborough or shop us online for the greatest selection of soccer gear and apparel. You live it, you love it, you play it. We Got Soccer has it. Visit us at WeGotSoccer.com. Fans, you can own the official NWSL jersey from your favorite team. Be sure to visit nwslshop.com and gear up today.
And welcome back to Doughboy Stadium. I'm Anthony Vitale, filling in for Scott Sudikoff, here with Maddie Sadler. We're going to go over some highlights here from the first half. So to lead off, we have this play here by Sydney LaRue, who's going to cross into Carly Simon in the first half.
Yeah, it was one of the only offensive chances Boston has had. You see LaRue using her speed out that near side right here, crosses it. Simon was right in the middle. She just wasn't able to get her body around it, get a strong shot off. So that, Barnhart came up with an easy save there, kept the score 0-0, which is what it is right now. Yeah, and then later, Lauren Holiday had one of the best chances for Kansas City towards the end of the first half. She had that free kick that she took that was a great kick for her. It went right over the net.
You can see here Holiday setting it up for this kick.
And
Right over the crossbar.
She just has such a strong kick, and she's just such a great player. She's one of the best players in the league, the current NWSL player of the week. So some stats from the first half. Kansas City outshot Boston 5-4, but Boston outshot Kansas City shots on goal 3-1. So Boston has been getting the better chances. They just haven't been able to finish. Neither team has really been able to finish. Fouls, Boston has 2, while Kansas City has 1. Boston has had 2 corner kicks, while FC Kansas City has only been able to get 1. So that's a testament to the defense. Boston hasn't been giving up those corner kick chances, and that's really great for them. And Kansas City has been offsides 1 time. So really both teams, the ball's kind of been bouncing around a lot in the middle of the field, not too much action in either direction. So
yeah, it sort of seems like no one can really sort of get at control of the ball. We've seen, like you said, a lot of bouncing balls, a lot of midfield play. So let's see if this will change in the second half here as the teams line up.
Yeah, they're back on the field for the second half, and I'm sure both coaches said to their respective teams, we need to come out, we need to shoot. Kansas City wants to win this for home field advantage. They want to secure that, secure the #1 seed in the playoffs. Boston wants to win for their home fans. So
last game here at Doughboy Stadium, they really want to win from their home fans. And play is underway here. Kansas City with an early possession in the second half, but broken up by the Breakers. A little miscommunication there, but touched back.
And Wilkinson has come in the game for Carmelina Moscato.
Moscato got her first start of the year tonight. So that ball is shot but low and saved out there by Barnhart.
Yeah, so Rianne Wilkinson is taking over in that midfield position. She's very similar to player to Carmelina Moscato, and both of them actually have experience with the Canadian national team.
Breakers set up for this corner kick here. Moscato got a lot of touches in playing that ball down the right side to Avant a lot. This ball's put in play and cleared out there. Kept in as sent to Sanderson. Sanderson sends it into the middle, just over the head, and cleared out of play by Kansas City. Kansas City's off and running here. They got a nice 2-on-2. Looking and pushes it through the middle. This ball is hit and out of play. Great defense there by Julie King.
And Lauren Holiday was making that run there. She couldn't curve her body around. She had to take a one-touch shot for that one. So King was put the pressure on, and that shot went wide.
Nair setting up for the goal kick here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Substitution for the Breakers in the 46th minute. Entering the match number 7, Rianne Wilkinson. Leading the match number 19, Carmelina Moscato.
Right over the head there of Matthias. Breakers will collect and reset. Long pass, but broken up. We've seen a few of these long crosses from the defense here for both the Breakers and for Kansas City, but nothing really seems to have gotten started from that.
Yeah, and it's just kind of trying to find the open man, find whoever has the space.
This ball crosses in front of Nair at the net, but goes out of play. Nair, of course, taking all the corner kicks for the Breakers today. I'm sorry, the goal kicks for the Breakers today. Doing a good job getting that right up to midfield, though.
You see, she's got that face mask on. She suffered a broken nose June 26th against Sky Blue FC. She was out for a couple days. Or, well, she played a couple games, then had the nose surgery and was out. She's back in, but she still has to wear that protective mask. But we haven't seen that, prevent her from, putting herself out there, coming up and making stops.
tries to find her player, but can't. Kansas City's off and running. But that play quickly broken up as LaRue collects it and has space, so she'll sprint down the right side of this field. Broken up and plows right through number 14, Sesselman, but can't control possession. A little miscommunication there by the goalie and Sauerbrunn.
And that tackle by LaRue, she's so fast, so she was really, her speed was, you know, carrying her down, and she just plowed right into the defender. There wasn't no harm or anything in that play.
Mathias touches it back. And again, neither team can really get a good flow here as that ball is broken up. Another turnover by the Breakers. Noelle holds it and loses it. This ball's played back to Nair. The Breakers will reset.
Yeah, FC Kansas City isn't even pressuring Nair.
Yeah, it seems every time Nair gets the ball back there to reset, it's open field for her. She got plenty of time to look and see where her options are and let her players set up midfield. This ball goes out of play for a Breakers throw. Avant puts it in. Juggled around from team to team there. Robinson collects, flies by. There's plenty of room down that right side and eventually crosses into the middle. She finds her player down the left sideline. Kansas City looking to do something. Goes down, but ref doesn't blow a whistle.
Good tackle by Avant. She really stepped up, got the ball, all ball right there, and was easily able to take that one away.
Now the Breakers will look to turn this around. Nice back and forth here by the Breakers. Played with down that left sideline by Wilkinson, just getting into the game here. Roman has it. This ball's played wide. Sent up here by Kirsty Mewis. Remember, fans, you can get in touch with the broadcast team by logging onto Twitter and hashtagging BreakersTV. Robinson sends it outside. Again, broken up by the Breakers. Little miscommunication there as the ball slips out of bounds. It'll be Kansas City throwing as Robinson sets up.
Yeah, King was kind of trying to do a give and go, but she was really hesitant to go. And once she finally did, Sanderson had already sent that pass too far ahead, and that was just miscommunication. And you don't really want to see that in the last game of the season. You want Boston to see them finishing strong. At this point, they should be communicating well with one another.
Holiday won that ball. Goes back to the Breakers defense, who gives it to Avant. Avant bringing it up the right side. Played to Noyola in the middle. Again, right back there to Robinson. Robinson's been pretty busy already in the second half. That ball finds the outside for Noyola. Sends it up front, but a clear way offsides there.
And one of the goals for the game for Boston, you know, decides to win. They really want to score. You know, they haven't been able to get a goal across against Kansas City, so that's one thing. You know, they really want to do today is get on the board, and they haven't really. They've had a couple chances with the corner kick off the corner kick and the shot by Simon, but other than that, they really haven't had many offensive opportunities.
Not too many chances. They lost last time to Kansas City 2-0. This ball's brought fast on the left sideline, but Simon can't do anything with it. It's punched out of play. Breakers will set up for a throw in here. Wilkinson looks, fakes back and goes up. But that ball is touched out by Scott, and the Breakers will set up again. King this time with the throw. Breakers inching towards the net here. A little bit of running start and throws it high into the front of the box. Bounces, no one touches it, but then cleared out and headed again by Heather O'Reilly. O'Reilly with a nice job to collect and sort of scissor kick that one, but not strong enough as Barnhart makes an easy save.
And with her back to the goal, she didn't have an idea where Barnhart was or where the goal was. So that was a great shot, great for her to see in trying to pepper some shots, get some chances.
Crafty veteran O'Reilly. Been around the block, trying to make something happen here for the Breakers. Robinson can't keep control there, but she gets it back. Scott looking for an option as she clears it out to the left side. Give and go broken up by Sanderson. Heather O'Reilly dishes it out. Now let's check in with Alex, who's going to give a little comment on the attendance here today. Alex?
Anthony and Maddie, I just want to give you a quick attendance update tonight. 2,116 people here filling up the stadium. It's the 9th sellout of the season. 26,000 fans have come to watch the Breakers play so far this season. Now, ticket sales for 2014 are now on sale. Just to give you guys who are listening to the live stream a quick update on that. So if you are interested in purchasing those tickets, they are on sale. Now back up to you guys.
Thank you, Alex. As we saw, that ball hit the crossbar. Nice opportunity there for the Breakers, but again, they come up short.
And that was the speed. We've seen that a couple times today of LaRue, sprinting down that sideline. Here's another corner kick chance for Boston.
See if the Breakers can do something here. Simon and Lohman right in front of the net.
Heather O'Reilly to take the kick.
Ball's up and high, right by almost everybody, but collected back there by Kat Whitehill. Tries to put it through the legs of Robinson, but Robinson collects and dishes it out.
And Whitehill usually comes all the way up for those corner kicks. She stands on that far side and tries to get the kind of garbage ball that goes all the way through everyone.
Whitehill with a quick throw, getting to Wilkinson, but to no avail. Sanderson again is there to intercept that pass. Gives off to Heather O'Reilly, who brings it outside, stops, and turns in the middle. Nice ball, a nice little flick, a good opportunity there, but can't collect it as Scott brings us out. Good job to slow things down there by the Breakers, but it'll be another Kansas City throw-in. Robinson collects and pushes up for Scott. Being contested there by Wilkinson, but good little pressure, and King will take the throw. Sanderson again. Again, this ball's bouncing around a lot today. Not seeing much real control by either team.
Yeah, and neither team has really been able to get really good first touches on it.
Seems like one of those games that a real sloppy goal could go in and really make a difference here.
Yeah, and we've had some pretty bad weather here at Doughboys Stadium. We've seen some goals that slip in with the rain and stuff. It's a beautiful day out. It's sunny, so hopefully the goals that we see today aren't cheap goals. They're good goals.
Perfect conditions as Whitehill pokes this out. Sanderson has some room. She tries to send it through a defender. A nice little ball there. Heather O'Reilly can't get there in time, though. Sesselman clears it out.
We have a substitution for Kansas City. Courtney Jones is in the game, and Teresa Noyola has come out. So Jones is just another speedy veteran leader on forward, replacing Noyola up the top. Fresh pair of legs on offense.
Kansas City regains control here. Noyola passes out to the outside. Tries to make a little run in the middle.
That substitution is upcoming.
Ball's guided out by Avant. It'll be a goal kick here for the Breakers.
So now Noyola will come off the field. Courtney Jones will come in the game. Jones actually played for Boston last season. 14 games, she scored 2 goals. The 23-year-old from Danville, California. Her dad actually played for the San Francisco 49ers for 11 years, so the other kind of football.
The other football. Nair sends it towards midfield, a couple bounces. Heather Riley tries to juggle there a little bit, but can't. As Robinson touches it back. Jones here now getting her first action, just got in already. Nice little run down the sideline, but broken up there by Kat Whitehill. Teams will reset here for this goal kick. This ball is sent far into the field. Cleared right back out. Chance here for Kansas City, but a nice tackle there by Kat Whitehill.
And that's just the veteran defensive mind of Whitehill. She's the team captain. She's the coach. You know, she's been in the game for a while. She's got so much experience. She's played every minute of every game so far. So just having her back there really, you know, solidifies this defense and gives them a leader and back there.
Ball played with in the air. Eventually brought down by LaRue. Dribbles it towards the middle and then sends a long ball on the ground, but can't find number 17, Kaya Simon. Touch towards the middle, but poked by Lohman. Seems like every ball sent in there by Kansas City, either Lohman or Sanderson kind of gets a touch on.
Well, Lohman and Sanderson are two players that both really want the ball. They're always hungry for the ball, for the, you know, the pass, the goal. Both of them are really solid players in the middle of the field, and they have been all season long.
As Julie King steps up and pokes this. Sanderson again. Touch over Heather O'Reilly. Sends a long ball in the middle, trying to find Sydney LaRue there. Nice little header, but not enough power behind it as Barnhart makes an easy save.
And she was at that far post. She was right there for the cross. O'Reilly saw her. Great job by O'Reilly to see that. A strong kick. LaRue, just Barnhart was right in the way to stop that shot. So
both teams want to throw, but it looks like it'll go to Kansas City here.
We'd like to say hello to Cheryl, watching from Kansas City.
Here's a quick replay of that last cross here by Heather O'Reilly, who finds LaRue sneaking around that left side. Not enough power, though, as Barnhart makes the save.
And Cheryl's watching from Kansas City, rooting on Kansas City. She wants them to get the home field advantage, and she got in touch with the broadcast using that hashtag BreakersTV. So fans at home watching,
you can too.
You can get in contact with us. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from.
Or even just to say hi. This ball is played up. Kansas City can't do anything with it there as the ball goes out of bounds. Avant holds, looking for options on this throw. Sends it in the middle of it as it's headed and bounced right to Jen Piskowski, though. Heather Riley wins that little scrum and touches it hard. But an easy bouncing ball as it goes to the top of the key there. And Barnhart will set up and roll it out.
I don't think O'Reilly meant to kick that one as hard, but because she was kind of falling and while she was taking that kick, she launched that one right to Barnhart.
A nice long pass here, finds Holiday. You don't want to give Holiday any room. The goalie comes out and Holiday can't get it in the net. She hits the side there.
And Nair, she was one-on-one with Holiday, so she came up, forced Holiday to take that extra touch out wide, and Holiday wasn't able to get that good angle off. So luckily for Boston, she did not get that goal right there.
Holiday drew Nair out of the net there. Looked like a really good chance. All she'd do is kind of poke it over her, but again, couldn't get the angle. Let's take a look at that shot right here. She gets right by Nair and can't just get it past number 14, Kia McNeil. Good job cutting off the angle there by the Breakers defender.
And McNeil saw Nair come out, went right to the goal, and that's what you have to do as a defender.
Sanderson again wins another ball in the middle, but again turns it over. Breakers now with a nice little run. Kaya Simon gives it off there to the right side. The shot, low and scores! Boston Breakers are on the board first.
And that was LaRue right there. She took the feed from Simon. She had a really strong strike. She was able to get that break. Barnhart wasn't able to come up and get that one, so credit Simon with the assist, and LaRue with her 11th goal of the season.
Nice little play. Let's take a look at it here. As you can see, another turnover, and then set up here by Simon as she dribbles. Eventually finds LaRue, who makes a nice little move here and takes a shot right past the keeper.
And Simon had a lot of room right there, so she was easily able to set herself up, see LaRue was open on that side, and get that assist, her third of the season.
Let's see if this sparks a fire under either team. 1-0 the score here.
And also Boston's first goal against Kansas City this season. So that was one of, they want to win this game, they want to score. So great job on the offensive front.
Cute little play by Lohman there to head it out, but cannot be collected in time by Wilkinson as it falls out of bounds. Robinson sets up for the throw and throws it back over to Sauerbrunn, who shifts it over.
And obviously for Boston, they want to continue to pressure, get some more goals. Lauren Holiday, FC Kansas City has a really strong offense, so one goal lead is not enough.
Thought I was trying to put pressure there on King. That ball bounces around, but collected again by Wilkinson. We're sort of seeing Kansas City wake up here. They seem to get in front of every pass for the Breakers, trying to just disrupt the Breakers' flow.
Well, Kansas City wants that home field advantage, so they know there's still a lot of time left in this game. There's time for them to come back, so they want to start scoring and get back into it.
Nice little flick by Sanderson, but can't be collected. Scott holds and gives it out to the outside. Nice little play there. Played back by King. Again, that was the Breakers' first goal against FC Kansas City. That ball finds LaRue again with space. Let's see if she can do something again. 3 defenders on her. She turns it around and pokes it back.
The defense really clamped down on her. She didn't have time to get her footing or find an open man.
Just saw Sanderson sort of controlling the midfield there again, and she collects another ball and bops it into play, but right past the outstretched head there by 2 Breakers players, one of those being LaRue.
Yeah, LaRue was on the far post. Simon was in the middle. Simon jumped up to try and get a head on it, but she's not the tallest player on the field. She wasn't able to get to that one. And when I talked to Whitehill this morning, she said, we want to finish the season strong. We want to have fun. We want to score. And we really just, it's her second game as a coach. She wants to keep her record perfect as a coach. So she said they're not playing light. They're not holding back.
King takes this throw in for the Breakers. go to Alex, who's going to talk a little bit about that goal, the first goal the Breakers scored today.
Yeah, guys, I just want to mention it's been quite an eventful season for the Breakers, but a lot of ups and downs. Coach Kat Whitehill hoped that although that they couldn't make the playoffs, she wanted to go down fighting, ending the season unbeaten, and at the looks of it, it looks like that might be the case. Fingers crossed. Now back up to you guys.
Thank you, Alex. This Breakers looking to push here again. Loman gives it to the outside. Heather Riley brings it in, a left-footed shot, bounces, but an easy save off the one bounce by Barnhart.
Man, that goal kind of has woken Boston up a little bit. They're really, pressuring more offensively. They're keeping the ball on their offensive side. And that's what Kat Whitehill said they needed to do today. That's what she wanted to see from them today.
That's what you want to do against a speedy team here like Kansas City. You really want to keep the pressure on them. Don't allow them to use their speed to beat you.
Absolutely. Keep the ball on your own offensive front.
This broadcast is powered to you by Media Boss. Great job by them here today. As Kansas City plays this ball on their own end, brings it up towards midfield. Heather Riley with an interception there. And it looks like Kansas City is off and running. Nice ball out there to Matthias, who was broken up by Julie King, but still has it. Nice little flick behind her and sends it in the middle. Got some good defending there by Kia McNeil to head it out.
Yeah, great job by McNeil and King. King got back to recover, put the pressure on, and not allow Matthias to get a really good cross off. McNeil was right in the center to head that one away, and Avant kept it from being a corner kick. So a team defensive effort.
Simon there can't find her players. Number 6, Jen Buskowski with another interception. Loman collects at midfield, touches it once, but far out the reach of LaRue, but good thing Heather O'Reilly was there to collect it. LaRue chasing it down the sideline, tries to keep it in. Can. Almost looked like that ball went out of play, but Heather O'Reilly sends this in the middle. A header, just misses the head of Wilkinson.
Yeah.
An easy save by Barnhart.
And the defender was on Sanderson, so Wilkinson was right there, right open. O'Reilly saw that. She saw that she had Wilkinson just a little too high for her teammate.
Again, good pressure by the Breakers here, though. They're not satisfied with that 1-goal lead. Let's take a little look back here at that last play. As you can see, Heather O'Reilly gets it. Nice one touch right in the middle, right over the head of Wilkinson.
And she kind of snuck behind the defense, so good job for her.
That ball is stopped.
But it will be a corner kick for FC Kansas City. Just their second corner of the game.
So Kansas City trying to get something done here in the 72nd minute. Stay set up. Kick is off. And out. Controlled by Kansas City. Nice little turnaround there by Leanne Robinson. That ball's deflected, and it'll be another corner kick here.
And that was a great header off that last corner kick by Loman. She really jumped up, knocked that one out. So let's hope Boston can lock down defensively and not give up another goal.
Breakers setting up. Have almost everybody back here again defending on this corner.
Yeah.
Holiday will take this kick for the Blues. She sets in. Ball right in the middle. Punched out there. Nice play by Alyssa Nair.
Yeah, she really put herself out there, and now Boston will push up.
Robson collects and one touches it into the middle. Nice little cross, but can't find anybody. This ball's high in the air, but cleared out there by Kime. Kept in as both teams fight for it. That ball goes loose, but again, kept in here by Kansas City. They're doing a good job controlling possession right now. Trying to get on the board here to tie those Breakers. Nice ball right there to the outside. Sydney Rue fighting for it, but can't get to it in time.
Yeah, she didn't get a great first touch on it, and Sauerbrunn was right there to get that one, pass it back to her keeper, and reset for Kansas City.
Loman heads it high, and it falls to Sanderson somehow. Sanderson gets the ball again. Heather O'Reilly pokes it up, trying to find a streaking Sanderson, but she didn't really read that right and couldn't get good control of it there. But Heather Riley again gets the ball. Dishes back to Lohman. Breakers will cycle this through their defense. That play's broken up. Finds Courtney Jones, late sub there, who puts it high and out of play. Goal kick again here for the Breakers.
But we will have a substitution. Merritt Mathias is coming out of the game. And it looks like Melissa Henderson, who was questionable before the game, is coming in. She was with the Breakers last season, played 4 games for Boston. She's a skillful attacker. She's a really, really good first touch, and she just brings an extra offensive pop to this Kansas City team.
Obviously being down here 1-0 in the second half is Kansas City, so bringing in a crafty forward like that, trying to get some offense on the board. This ball's played towards midfield and headed out of play. 1-0 the Breakers lead here at Dilboy Stadium in the 75th minute. Anthony Vitale and Maddie Sattler calling the game for you here today. Nice touch there by Lohman to collect the ball on a hard pass. Sort of goes down but stays up. Sorry, Simon there collecting the pass. Now Lohman gets it and sends it over to Julie King. Sends it in the middle. That play is broken up.
Substitution for FC Kansas City in the 75th minute. Entering the match is number 2, Melissa Henderson.
Some good ball movement here by Kansas City. As Timrack sends it outside to Kirsty Mewis, trying to do something. Beats one defender. And a good play there to break it up.
Yeah, that was actually Heather O'Reilly that came all the way back to defend that. And FC Kansas City really tried to catch Boston in transition, but the Breakers quickly got back. You saw Jasmine Avant sprinting towards the goal. Heather O'Reilly sprinted back and got in front of that one. So here's Kansas City gets their 4th corner kick of the game, the 3rd in the last 5 or 6 minutes. So Boston needs to lock down, continue to be strong defensively here.
Seems like O'Reilly's all over the field today. A hot day, so she's doing a good job staying in shape there, running back and forth and all over the field. This corner kick is set and sent in the middle. Cleared out by Lohman.
Another header by Lohman.
We're on a nice little fast break here for the Breakers. Looking for help, but doesn't seem to get any, so she'll just take it herself as she runs by a player who falls down. Dribbles it out. This is LaRue going, takes a shot on net, hits the crossbar and out of play. Nice opportunity there for the Breakers.
Yeah, and you know, for Boston, that was a great chance. You saw, you know, you've seen all year how fast LaRue is. She just needed to beat one man, had a one-on-one with a goal, and, you know, fortunately for Kansas City, she wasn't able to get that shot off, but
LaRue had kind of a quiet first half, but bringing in the second half, here's, again, this is the replay from earlier.
And also, Kaya Simon has come out of the game. Mariah Noguera is in, and she was questionable before the game, but you know, it seems like the injury will not prevent her from making an appearance in the final home game of the season. Noguera is more of a midfielder, so.
And here's that replay before. You see LaRue sprinting down that right side and taking the shot just high.
Yeah, and Noguera is just another midfielder to put in there to kind of back up Boston defensively and keep this game a 1-0 advantage for Boston.
Some fresh legs in there for the Breakers. Sanderson can't find anybody. She goes down there. Ball bounces around. Lohman touches it and controls it. Just a little replay from a little stutter there from our replay. And we're back to live action. Ball's played wide out here to Robinson, who touches it back to number 4, Sauerbrunn. Sauerbrunn brings it up. Receives the give and go. A nice little play by Sauerbrunn, getting through a few defenders here, making a couple moves, but that ball cannot find the streaking number 8 there, Courtney Jones. Snare slows it down, picks it up, and we'll reset here for the Breakers.
Nair's kind of trying to slow the game down. Boston's trying to take some time here. They've got the lead. They want to just let this one continue playing strong and finish this one out, finish their home season out.
This ball's collected there by Desiree Scott. Plays it back. They'll cycle it back to their goalie, Nicole Barnhart. Played opposite field there, looking for Courtney Jones. It looks like they'll get a throw in here. Ball sent out and collected. Touchback. Sanderson's there to disrupt the play, but knock it out. Again, Sanderson always getting in the way there, either intercepting a pass or just nudging it out of bounds, making the Kansas City slow down a bit.
Well, Sanderson's a really smart player. She can read the ball very well, so she knows where she needs to be to disrupt the play, to intercept a pass, and she's just a very, very skilled player.
Robinson sends it out to Scott there. Touches it over number 6, Jen Biskowski. Long pass up, trying to find what looked like number 12, Lauren Holiday. But Lohman will bring it upfield in the middle, dances around it a little bit, turns around, dishes right back to Avant. It's Heather O'Reilly up there, touches it over to LaRue. Pokes it to the right side. Sanderson with a little bit of space, pushes it front, trying to find Wilkinson, but can't. Ball bounces around the Breakers end a little bit. And an easy play right there from Nair, who kick it off a bounce.
She had to get rid of it quickly because Melissa Henderson was barreling down.
A little bit of transition here from Kansas City, who dishes it out through a couple Breakers defenders, but no teammates there to collect it, as Nair will hold on to it and keep it at her feet until contested. Nair holds and boots it down the left side and out of play. Robinson looking to throw, waiting for a player to get close, and she does, finds it, pushes it back. And number 4 can't get to it in time, so the keeper will take it. But Dangerous Holiday holds the ball and pushes it in the middle. Not a great collection by Buskowski, but enough to keep possession here for Kansas City. 13, Leanne Robinson holding it on that right side. There's 3 Breakers in front of her. Nice little deflection there by Kat Whitehill, but looks like it might be a handball, right? Oh no, someone's going down.
Yeah, it looked like it hit, that hit Leanne Robinson right in the face. We'll take a look at the replay.
Robinson took that up.
And that looks like right off of Whitehill, back into her face, and that just, kind of shocks you. It's not something you want to see. It's not nice to take a soccer ball to the face.
No, we saw that earlier with Sanderson taking one right off a quick deflection again. Not a lot of time to react there, so that's why you see them go down so quickly.
But she'll take a minute to regroup, get herself together.
She'll step off the field for a little bit and jog back around towards her sideline.
But she's jogging, so I think she's okay. Kind of needs to walk. One of these, you got to walk off a little bit.
Yeah. Of course, like we saw when it hit Sanderson, she went down pretty quickly, but she was out and right back in on the next opportunity, which it looks like Robinson will do here too. Ball played in the middle, touched by Scott. Sanderson again, right in the middle of things. Controls it. Got a player pushing her up back, but that doesn't matter. She dribbles it back and finds some space right over to Julie King. King collects and post. Dangerous Holiday holds it and tries to find space in the middle. She sends it out, but Avant is there to cut it off before it can reach the streaking Kansas City player.
As Christy Mewis making that run right there, but not able to connect.
As LaRue dribbles this with a couple defenders on her back and finds Heather O'Reilly on the outside there. Riley looking to do something else, get another cross in here. Dribbles it by a player, left-footed cross right in the middle. Sanderson cannot connect with the header. She touches it ever so slightly and right out the right side. This little hustle there by Wilkinson to sort of keep it in play, but Kansas City will get the ball and recover.
Yeah, and O'Reilly had time to see Sanderson coming down and making that run. Sanderson had a goal in the last 3 games. So.
Nice play by King to get that up to Sanderson to stop a streaking Holiday here. And the Breakers will hold it on that right side. Long cross to LaRue, but right past her. And that ball's going to bounce to the foot from number 8, Courtney Jones. Just back to Robinson. Weird touch there as he collects it. Another deflection there by Heather O'Reilly. Another Breakers player who's getting involved in every single little pass as LaRue gets it on the left side. With O'Reilly going down. Dribbles, tries to find some space. A couple of defenders in front of her, so she'll give it back to Heather O'Reilly.
We really, Boston didn't so much push up there. There were a lot of Kansas City players in the box, only 2 Breakers in the box.
1-0 is your score here in the 85th minute. Breakers looking to hold on to this lead as Kansas City tries to get another one back here late.
And we've seen a lot of late goals here at Del Boy Stadium. We've seen Boston give up, would-be wins and become ties. So this is important for Boston to finish this one out strong and keep it the way it is and keep it a win for them.
Again, home field advantage on the line here for FC Kansas City, and the Breakers just trying to play spoiler here with their playoff contentions out of the mix. Nice slide there by Julie King to find Heather O'Reilly right to her foot. Dishes it to Sanderson, but can't do anything with it. As Desiree Scott is there, hurdles the defender and keeps going, but knocked a little bit out, but Kansas City still remains in possession.
Great step up by King there, and sliding on this turf kind of isn't the easiest thing to commit to, so good for her for stepping up right there.
Ball's head in the middle, tried to poke out there, right to number 8, Courtney Jones, but she slides and sends this far over the net.
She didn't have a very good angle either for a shot off.
Nair taking her time here with the goal kick. The clock seems to wind down here towards that 90th minute. Sails it out. One bounce, and number 4, Becky Sauerbrunn, sort of heads it back. Kansas City will get possession here. Touch outside, but again collected by Heather O'Reilly, who touches it back to Lohman and out to King. Seeing a lot more pressure here by Kansas City. It's number 8, Courtney Jones, wins that, but can't do anything with it. Breakers deflection means this will be another Kansas City throw-in as it's sent towards the middle. Lauren Holiday sort of nudges her player off and controls possession, but can't get it right in front of the net where she wants it to her player. Riley collects and passes it back to Julie King, who will send it and try to find LaRue, but not on target. But LaRue does get the rebound here off that bad collect by Sauerbrunn.
Kansas City's playing with a little more haste as time winds down. They know they don't have much time left to score. They won't have too many more chances. So they're really pressuring. They're pushing everyone up.
Again, home field advantage on the line here for Kansas City. They're currently in first place in the NWSL. This ball's played outside. A nice little pass to Leanne Robinson, but broken up by Julie King as she watches it go out of bounds for a Breakers throw-in.
And not only does losing this game not give Kansas City the home field advantage tonight, it also kind of throws them off their game. You want to head into the playoffs rolling with momentum, and losing games doesn't do that. So that's another thing that Boston is looking to do, is kind of spoil Kansas City's playoff run too.
Kansas City does come into this first place in the NWSL with a 4-point lead over Western New York. So they can still hold on to home field advantage with a loss here today, depending on how all the other games go.
Kansas City is in the best position because New York, Portland, and Sky Blue all have 34 points, while Kansas City has 38. So they are playing very well, and they still could get the home field advantage, not tonight, but in their final game of the season.
This ball sent towards the middle, but broken up there by the Breakers and sent up, trying to find Sprinting Heather O'Reilly. Collected, Desiree Scott turns it, sends it up. But the bouncing ball falls easily to Alyssa Nair. Will keep it at her feet until contested, and then yes she is, and picks it up. Holiday there, running on Nair, trying to speed up the game a little bit as the Breakers will try to slow it down and kill these last minute and a half here.
And there'll probably be a couple minutes of extra time thrown in. We saw the injury to Robinson, took off a little bit of time. So Boston just needs to make sure to hold on for these final minutes and keep this one the way it is.
Some space here for Kansas City as this is brought up the left side. Nice little ball there to number 2, Melissa Henderson, who cannot get it into the middle and hits it in the little mesh on the outside of the net and out of play. Again, like we said, Nair taking her time here with these goal kicks.
She wants to get the perfect ball off. She wants to make sure she takes a little bit of time off and lets things go.
This ball is bumped back to the keeper, who will hold it at her feet and pick it up. 2 minutes of stoppage time here at Dilboy Stadium as the Breakers look to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Again, this live stream is powered by Media Boss. Great job by everybody at Media Boss today to get this running smoothly. We enter this 2 minutes of extra time here. Robinson takes the throw. Again, Kansas City looking to make something happen as this ball is played pretty deep in the air, but Julie King can collect it and knock it back and keep possession.
We've actually seen Lohman and Whitehill kind of switched up. Lohman's dropped back more in that defensive spot.
Breakers don't seem to be holding back the pressure, though, playing defensively. They seem to really keep pushing as Sanderson has this ball with a little bit of space here on the right side.
Well, keeping possession in the offensive front also allows their defense to rest, also doesn't give Kansas City the offensive chance and takes time off the clock.
Chance here for Kansas City as that ball is touched just too far. No one can really get to it, except for the Breakers keeper, Alyssa Nair, who holds her dribble back a bit until contested, and she picks it up. Great way to kill a few seconds there off the clock.
Yeah, about a minute left in stoppage time.
This ball is played deep and headed a couple times back and forth as Sanderson knocks it down with her head, trying to find Heather O'Reilly, but poked at a play there. And Brew will take the quick throw. As O'Reilly gets it in that left corner, holds it, looking for some help behind her, but can't do anything as Desiree Scott collects there. Kansas City sort of giving their last push here. Let's see what they do. This ball is put in the middle there. With space, she sends it up. Speedy Avant sort of cutting it off there. We'll see what the call is. Another goal kick.
Yeah, you have to think there's only a couple seconds left in this game. Boston just needs to hold on here. But having Nair take the goal kick, great in their favor.
Sends it high and towards midfield. Nice little header. And there's the ref's whistle. The Boston Breakers win this game 1-0 over FC Kansas City here at Dilboy Stadium.
Yeah, it was a great effort by Boston. They did what they wanted to do, the goals of the game, to come out and win, to finish with a win in front of their home crowd, to finish the season. Kat Whitehill wanted a perfect record as a coach, win it out, spoiled it for Kansas City. And we just saw, a great defensive effort, contained Holiday, contained Timrak, and that was a great effort by Boston here today.
That was exactly what the Breakers did. We saw Sanderson and Lohman a lot in the middle alongside Heather O'Reilly. Really just kind of clog that middle, not let them get any sort of possession going.
So the Breakers improved to 8, 7, and 6, and SC Kansas City drops to 11, 5, and 5. One more game left of this season. Boston will take on Western New York in New York next weekend. That's actually the Fox Soccer Game of the Week next Saturday.
Should be exciting.
Yeah, that should be exciting. So stay tuned for some post-game interviews. Alex Sims will be down on the sides. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in all season long. I've had a great time. Thank you to the Media Boss crew. They've been great all season long. We've had a lot of fun. Thank you to Anthony Vitale for stepping in today. And thank you for everyone watching and involved all season long. It's been great.
Again, Scott Sudikoff doing a great job throughout the season, and I'm stepping in here for him today. It's been a lot of fun. Nice Breakers win here.
So that will do it for us. Keep it tuned here for Alex for some post-game interviews. I know that she'll be talking to a couple different players, and they'll probably be excited to talk after a win like this. The final score, 1-0, Boston Breakers coming out with a win.
First of all, you're the most amazing fans in the league. You come out. I don't know how many sellouts we've had, but I think that we've strung quite a few in a row. I love the signs. You are huge fans of every single person on this team, and we couldn't have done this year without you. I know that we're out of the playoffs now, but we're going to come back next season, and we're going to keep this winning streak alive. And we're going to say, do you remember the last time we lost? Because we don't remember. So we're going to keep this going, and let's just keep, next year, when you see us, we're going to be better, we're going to be stronger, we'll be fitter, we'll be faster, and a lot more goals and a lot more wins. So thank you so much. Y'all been absolutely amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Cat Waco.
I'm like, should I pet it? That's how I know. I'm like, yeah, there we go.
Speech you gave over there to the fans. Is that like, how long did you plan that?
You know, I have to give a little bit of credit where credit's due. Our assistant coach, Tom Durkin, said a little bit about how we're going to keep the streak going, and we'll be like, when's the last time we lost? Because right now a lot of people are like, what are you playing for? And it's to get better. And that's kind of what we told the team, and we want to finish strong. And one way to finish strong is to get better now and to keep winning, and we're doing it. And I'm so proud of this team. I mean, this, to me, Kansas City is playing some of the best soccer in the league, and there's a good chance that they're going to win the championship. And for us to beat every single team in the playoffs, it shows that we're a really good team. We just started streaking a little too late, I think.
Why do you think it's important to address them, and when did you decide to do that?
I got a text from my GM, and he was like, we need to say something to the fans. You know, it's important. They've been amazing for us this whole season, and all these sellouts and how great they've been, and they just care for us. And I'm just so thankful to be a Breaker and live in the city, because Boston fans are the best. You know, they're the best.
As the season wraps up, I guess, what are your takeaways from this week's league? Do you think it's
Yeah, I do. This has been a very positive result, I think, in every front. Everybody seems to love this format. We love that U.S. Soccer is a part of it, and they have enjoyed the fact that the fans have liked it, and it's been a continual growth this year. And I think they see the development of players, and you're seeing so many people that may not be on the national team now that could come up, because that's the whole goal for the U.S. Soccer, is to develop more women's soccer players. And for people as old as me, it's fun to keep playing and play in front of a great crowd and keep playing at the highest level I can right now, and it's a lot of fun. So I love it.
You've seen 2 leagues cold, obviously. Do you have a little bit of skepticism that, maybe this might not?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I call it cautious optimism is what I like to call it, because of what has happened in the past. But I think that everybody asked me the difference of this one, and it's U.S. Soccer. They are the difference. They have the means, they have the people already set, and they've been through so many different leagues. They've seen different leagues, been part of the MLS, that kind of thing. So I think that's I'm optimistic, but I'm cautious. Oh, I like that. Besides myself? No, just kidding. Joke. Let's see. Well, I just think that there's been a lot of improvement. To me, one of the players that has improved the most this season is someone like Julie King. I mean, you just see her continual growth. She may not be ready right now, but I would say look at her athleticism and look at how far she's come just in these 4 to 5 months. And you can, if she continues to develop in this league, you could see her maybe one day. Same kind of thing with like Mariah and Jazz. Those are some fun young players that are coming up that are really fun to see. And I have to say, right now, I would offer up Kia McNeil, man. She's awesome. I love playing beside her.
You obviously didn't go into the season thinking you'd have this.
Yeah.
How has it been, the transition, and what do you see? Do you think you could be a coach in the future?
I would love to be. It's a lot of fun to be a coach. It's kind of hard when you started out kind of being teammates and friends, and then you have to go into a coach's role. You have to separate yourself a little bit. So that's difficult to separate, to figure out how to separate. The hardest part to me is deciding like the starting lineup, the subbing. You see their faces, who's not playing, who's playing. That's the hardest part, because I know everybody wants to play. If I were sitting there, I'd be wanting to play. I'd be like, coach, 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 coach. And that's the hardest part to me. And I hate it. And but it's just part of the business, and everybody understands that. And everybody's been amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm going to rest a little bit. I have a little bit of ESPN stuff coming up, which will be fun. Do a little of that and keep training. I love training, and Cats has been amazing to train under. And I just living here, being a wife, walking my dogs, that kind of thing. So a little rest, relaxation. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thankfully, there's a bunch of bubbles around here, like the Harvard bubble that we can play in, and Cats is amazing. They're an indoor facility out in Needham, and that's kind of how I do it. It's not easy. I'm telling you, girl from Alabama, playing soccer in the winter here with 27 inches of snow, you got to figure out something to do. You get very, very creative, but I live near the Esplanade, and so I do a lot of working out there. There's a nice field that I can play with, and I just put on a lot of clothing. I'm looking forward to playing here again. I think this team, this organization is one of the best out there. They've been here since day one for women's soccer, and I'm looking forward to coming back with this same group of girls and just being better. I want to see us improve, and I want to see us win next year. It's so frustrating to know that our last game is in a week. It's frustrating to see all these teams preparing for the playoffs and resting players when this is our last hurrah and we're going to go after it. That's frustrating, and I don't want to feel that way again. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You're welcome. No.
At least you still get to watch. We haven't missed too many games.
Gave us a lot of trouble every single game. I mean, we haven't been able to get a win against Seattle, but we felt like the last 2 times Kansas City really stifled our attack a lot. and we were really happy to be able to sort of turn the tide a little bit in the second half and press them. And Sydney Leroux had a fantastic finish, as she does. So it's just such a great feeling. These fans have been fantastic all season, and I think we're really proud as a group to be able to put together that performance for our last home game.
As we wrap up the season, what are your impressions of this new league?
I think that it's a great start. I think that there was a very collaborative effort this season from a lot of different parties between the different federations and the different ownership groups. You know, it was sort of put together pretty short notice, so it's pretty incredible what they've been able to put out there. I think the product was very good. I think the players were very talented, and you know, teams 1 through 8 are very, very strong. So I think it was a great start, and it's only going to get better from here.
You've seen 2 leagues fold. Was there a little bit of skepticism, you know, when it started off? Not this again.
I think that, you know, there's a little bit of that, but there's also a immense belief that there is a space for women's soccer in this country, for professional women's soccer, and I think that we all feel that, and so I think that we believe that it could work if the right pieces are put together. I think that we're just looking forward to, you know, growing the visibility of the league. Hopefully we continue with a television contract and maybe get a couple more games on television, which I think would be awesome for the sport. I think, you know, that hopefully all the federations continue to support the league and send their best players to the league. And I just think, yeah, just hopefully the level just gets better and better, because it's been a fantastic start. I just think that people need to be bought in, you know, from the very beginning, and continue to make baby steps, maybe not expand too quickly too soon. But I think it's been a great start, and hopefully the different organizations and parties that work together this season will continue going forward.
And the season obviously was a little bit tumultuous. Kat was put into a role that she wasn't really used to. How did she adapt to that, do you think?
Kat's been a phenomenal leader all season. I really give her a lot of credit for being able to deal with not only being a captain of this team all year, but obviously these last couple of weeks of expanding her role greatly and being a player coach. She's a very strong person, believes in herself, and really believes in this club. So we give her a lot of credit. She's done a really great job leading us.
I feel like she kind of embodies what this league kind of needs, someone like that.
Yeah, she's a really strong woman. She believes in what she does, and I think that she pushes everybody with her competitiveness and her nature. So I think she really led us along all season, and I think because of her leadership, we were able to get the result that we wanted today.
That's all I got. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you so much.
From us here at Doughboy Stadium, myself along Scott and Maddie and Anthony, who filled in for Scott Sudikoff tonight, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in to our live stream, and all the amazing fans that were watching us and supporting us this whole entire season, and all the people that were here watching our live stream as well. So thank you once again, and please come back next year, and we'll be looking for you. Thanks.